Okay, going forward, I want to ask specifically about Trump. And so what I got as a starting point is the Astrological says the 8th house mystery, and the Sagittarius about expanding. Above it, we have Cancer, softening of the heart. Now, we know he's not getting softer with things, but maybe, there could be some softening of those that are around him. Looking at, because what I got with that is the sanctuary. Basically, safe haven, refuge, sanctuary. Where they put them out to pasture, take care of them, okay? The unwanted any longer, etc. So maybe the mystery is behind the scenes. They may be talking about more the 25th Amendment, putting them out to pasture, okay? Putting them in a home. So let's see what it says. The reading's about 3 of Cups. So coming to an agreement. There are those in an alignment when it comes to some things. Energy coming into it is the wheel is turning. Yeah, the wheel. So they're coming to an agreement because things are changing. Let's see what's above it. Above it, we have the 4 of Swords, his mental decline. The mental decline. So they're looking at more of an agreement. The wheel is turning when it comes to his mental decline. The foundation is the 4 of Wands, the White House. The White House. His mental decline. An agreement. The wheel is turning. So maybe, again, the mystery is expanding and softening there when it comes to looking at the safe haven, the refuge, the sanctuary. Okay? Putting them out to pasture. So let's see what we have going on today. The Empress, yeah. So what's being birthed? What's coming? Impending birth. The challenge is, the devil, the dark force. So the challenge is the dark side. There are those that see that it's time, the 25th Amendment, this guy has lost it, but the challenge is the, absolute loyalist MAGA dark side. Because above it, it's about the hangman being overturned, could be stalling. The foundation is strength. So what's gaining strength? Now, the hangman is also sometimes seen from a different viewpoint, so maybe some of them are starting to see from a different viewpoint when it comes to his mental decline in the White House. Potential outcome is about this holding on. The 4 of Discs. What's being held to? What's being held back? Outside influence, something new. Ace of Swords. So some new information, could be a new mental state. Above it, manipulation. Why does that one doesn't that look like Putin to you? The manipulation about his mental decline. And the foundation is Princess of Discs. So a concrete message that's being manipulated, withholding this new information. Now there are those in there that are pushing for him to take the cognitive tests again about his mental decline. Okay? But it looks like there are those that want to continue to manipulate that and not put out the right information about his mental decline. So the White House is trying to strengthen this concrete message of manipulation, withholding the information, is what it's saying. He's leaning on the doctors not to put it out there. Okay? To lie about what it is. Because they're looking at, again, wanting to have the cognitive test, the mystery of that expanding. We want to know what's going on, is what it's saying. At the heart of it, there's an agreement with this turning when it comes to his mental decline in the White House. And then we have what's being birthed, this dark side, again above it, trying to overturn the strength of this and withholding the information, the mental state, the new mental state, his mental decline, by manipulating what's being put out. So driving this is the Seven of Cups, what's still up in the air. The Six of Discs, what's being handed out. The King of Wands, or yet again trying to control the action. The Five of Wands, but we are having the difficulties. They want to cut through. There are the arguments going on. But this is in motion. And it's leading to what? A tower moment. The tower moment. Why? Because of the Fool, the choices made in life, the path being walked. And the ongoing mental state. His mental state is getting more and more egregious as we go. So things are being worked on now. The Eight of Discs. You know, there are those that want to emotionally walk away from this because it's just, you know, it's what's being juggled. And they're pondering what's coming, the Four of Cups, because they know that we are facing loss because of his actions, because of his mental decline, because of his mental state. We have the Queen of Cups, so the lid is off. More and more about what they're trying to hide. And about deaths. And about the money, the financial stuff that's happening with him. And the nightmare, the Nine of Swords, the nightmare that's there. Because of what? His ongoing Knight of Swords just charging forward. With his drama and his hatred and his retribution and his, you know, but they want to temper it. So they're looking at this. The MAGA family as well is shedding light. More messages coming out about his decline, wanting to have more action take place, looking for the truth. about his ongoing mental state and what they're trying to get away with. So they want the message about an action they're sharing about his mental decline, his delusion, the moon, the things done by the dark of night of guess who? The emperor, the one that's in charge. And they want justice, okay? Because this is a burden, the 10 of Wands. And we're looking at the long term and how much pain he is bringing to so many people, okay? I mean, that says it all. We've got the dark, without a face, just this dark ongoing thing of causing pain. Okay? So, it's about his mental decline. They are wanting him to take another cognitive test. There are more of those looking at the mystery of this, expanding it. They want to know his cognitive things, and they're talking more about 25th Amendment, and again, putting him out to pasture, if you will, because he's ill. The sanctuary. So on that note, I will leave that here. But then again, the challenge is the dark side that continue to hang this up and continue to manipulate the truth about his mental decline. And so that's what the cards are saying. That's where we're standing today. But his mental decline is getting worse day by day. But we still have him pushing and still have the compliance by the doctors there to manipulate what's being put out. So on that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see you online.